Hey everybody, welcome in Game 5 here back in Boston. Corey Miller here with Ahmad Hicks, who's about to go on TV. This is a huge one.
Oh,
we
man,
keep saying this, but this is the biggest game in Blues history tonight.
It is. I think they can sense it that they're 2 games away from bringing the city their first ever Stanley Cup final trophy. So I think they're really anticipating the win tonight. You hear it in their voices. You heard everybody when they talked to the media earlier today. They're calm and relaxed, and they know it's a big task at hand tonight, but I think they're up for the challenge.
So this is the first Game 5 in Stanley Cup Finals that the Blues ever played, and they got swept 3 times. So this is just a new experience altogether.
It's just been a first for everything this season.
Everything's a
first Stanley Cup away victory, home victory, and hopefully first ever Stanley Cup title victory.
If Jordan Binnington wins tonight, he'll be the most wins by a rookie goaltender in a single playoffs. Just a lot of records that could fall.
And he'll be a legend in Missouri forever, like David Freese is.
He will be. Blues coming back for Game 6. Game 6.
Yes.
David Freese made a legend. Then we'll see who makes a legend tonight. And in Game 6, big news today: injuries and substitutions, kind of. Zdeno Chara, captain for the Bruins, big defenseman, got hit with a puck last game. Word is that he probably broke his jaw. He couldn't even talk today. But he was out on the ice. He was skating. He just showed up to the arena.
He's probably going to play tonight, I
mean, he's 42 years old. He might never get a shot at this again. He might retire after this.
Leave it all on the line.
I said this in our podcast. I don't think there's any way he's missing this unless they straight up tell him he can't do it.
He sent a statement to his team personnel who sent it to reporters, and basically a question was asked, does he fear about getting hit in the jaw again or, re-injuring his jaw? And he said, you don't think about injuries at this time. You go out there and you play the game. That's all you think about. You don't worry about that other stuff. So he sounds like he's a hockey player. He's tough.
He had to answer those questions in a written response because he couldn't speak. He's got a full mask contraption on that I think it's going to be hard for him to see out of. I think this could
breathe, everything. Yeah.
I think this could be like if he plays. Well, first of all, if he comes out, this play's going to go insane.
Nuts.
Going to go nuts. But I think this could be like a Shark situation. They were playing a few guys who were banged up, and you could tell. Carlson was not nearly the defenseman he usually was. He just had surgery, so could end up working in the Blues' favor.
We'll be watching his ice time tonight, that's for sure. Do we think he'll be as effective as he was earlier in this season? I mean, this series, probably not, but you just never know. The adrenaline flowing tonight, he may get a shot or something. You just never know what will happen.
So also, change for the Blues. Robert Bortuzzo back in, Joel Edmondson coming out. I like this move a lot. I think Bortuzzo brings a lot defensively. He scored a goal.
Yeah, I was say, how can you miss? He got 2
goals. He's got 2 goals this postseason, 1 in the Stanley Cup final.
Right.
I think he's going to add a little bit of extra edge back there too. I mean, Edmondson was stirring it up, but I think Bortuzzo is going to be a little more composed and know when to do it more.
And Edmondson said he's ready to play. He has fresh legs tonight. He said no one ever wants to sit out during the Stanley Cup final, but he's excited that his number got called again, and he's ready to capitalize on the opportunity at hand tonight.
Do you think whoever wins this game tonight wins the series?
For sure, Game 6. I said Blues in 7, but if the Blues win tonight, there's no way they're not winning at home at Enterprise Center with all those rowdy fans and the whole city of St. Louis behind them. I mean, let's think about this, Corey. Worst to first. Jordan Binnington was 4th on the depth chart at the beginning of the season. Now he's the heroic goaltender that we've all been looking for. And then this run in the playoffs, coming down from 2-1 multiple times. The hand
certainly
pass.
Be a fairy tale ending.
It's just making their story that much better for their grandkids and kids.
They do have I've just got the feeling the Blues have all the momentum right now.
Right,
honestly, just in this building, looking around at all the Bruins
they did get a win here last time.
They got a win here last time. It just feels like the Blues have the momentum. Who's your pick to click tonight? You had Ryan O'Reilly.
I did.
You were high on Ryan O'Reilly, and he had the game last game. Who you got tonight?
I have to go with Jaden Schwartz.
Jaden Schwartz?
Schwartz has to be fantastic because we've kind of seen Vladimir Tarasenko take on the role that we've been accustomed to seeing all his career and all this season. And then Ryan O'Reilly, I think he's just in a groove right now. He's motivated. He's confident. I think confidence is everything on a stage like this. And so I think if you can mix in Jaden Schwartz to have that confidence that he had in the previous series and match that up with Tarasenko and O'Reilly,
one more goal. Jaden Schwartz ties. Does he tie or break?
He ties Brett
Hull. Brett Hull for most goals by a Blues player in a single postseason. So that happens, that'll be some more history. I got Zach Sanford tonight.
You got Zach Sanford.
Zach Sanford. He's looked great back in the lineup. He's back home here in New England.
Ooh, this will be the adrenaline will be flowing for him tonight.
I can't even imagine what that's like for him tonight. Hopefully his mom cheers for the right team this time, though, because last time
she has no choice.
She had to catch her. Yeah, her son wasn't playing last time. She had to catch herself cheering for the Bruins last time. Michael just said his brother. They flew here.
Yeah.
They flew here to watch the game.
Yeah, well,
a couple people have done that.
You know, there were a lot of Blue Nose sweaters throughout the TD Garden for games 1 and 2, and I'm sure it'll be the same way tonight. I mean, there's a big crowd. You know, obviously the Blues have a huge following. I mean, whether they're bandwagon fans or real fans, they came out.
Come on,
they'll take everybody they can take right now. I don't think anybody's mad about that.
Honestly, if you're not from Boston, why wouldn't you root for the Blues here? Right. It's just a better story, and everybody's tired of Boston winning everything.
Yeah, they've had enough. The Patriots just won. I mean, the Red Sox were just good a couple years ago. Give St. Louis something. We need a title. 8 years since the Cardinals won, 20 years since the Rams won a title, and then they left 3 years ago.
52 years.
Yeah, we need something.
Without a Stanley Cup.
The city needs a title, that's for sure.
Okay, thanks everybody for joining us. I'm Corey Miller. This is Ahmad Hicks.
Enjoy the game. Hold on, and before that,
you can catch him on TV here soon.
You catch us right now coming up on TV, but then you catch us for the pregame show. Then the game's on our channel, and then the postgame show is on our channel. You should not turn away from Channel 5 the rest of the night. I'm warning you now. We have all the content you need. You need to be tuned in to 5 on your side.
We've got you guys covered the rest of the night. Go Blues.